This here is downtown Los Angeles, somewhere around mile 4.5 during the LA Marathon. And here I am to the side of the course. What happened? Welcome back to my channel. Here's my vlog and recap of the 2024 LA Marathon. Good morning. It's the Ides of March and 2 days away from the LA Marathon, and I'm here on my 20-minute shakeout run. Just gonna take it easy today. First mile easy, and then gonna throw in some strides in the last mile, and then just make it equal to 20 minutes. With that, I hit my 4 sets of strides between 6:36 to 7:16 minutes per mile. And that's all, folks. My last run, 20-minute shakeout done. Now time to go home, get cleaned up, and grab some lunch before heading to Dodger Stadium. Not sure what sunblock is. This seems like a newly painted building here in Hermosa, but sun will be a factor during the LA Marathon. Before heading out to Dodger Stadium, I grabbed a carb-dense lunch at Carrari West Bakery in Redondo Beach. You should check it out if you're ever in the area. Here's a matcha latte and turkey pesto panini, which should fulfill a quarter of my carb loading requirements for the day. There's just no easy way to get to Dodger Stadium for the Expo. An hour later, I made it to Dodger Stadium in one piece. Nothing that brings out a smile on a runner's face than seeing a line of porta potties. And looks like there's a long walk to the entrance. No, that's not the entrance ahead, that's the exit. You actually have to walk a little bit more. Now, if I had planned today a little bit better, I would have done my shakeout run here at the Dodger Stadium parking lot, because I easily could run around here in 20 minutes. Oh yay, we finally made it. We finally got to the entrance. On second thought, let's just make this a lot easier and look up where I'm supposed to go. With 25,000 runners signed up, it's an advantage to have a seated corral so you can start up front and not have to do so much weaving during the race. Another LA Loyal pin to add to my collection, and this one is really cool because it has a shamrock for St. Patrick's Day. Time to go pick up my shirt. How cool is that? Their shirts are green this year because it's going to be on St. Patrick's Day. Oh, that's... All right, mission accomplished. Got my bib, got my shirt, got my pin. But now, exit through the gift shop. So much green gear for purchase in honor of St. Patrick's Day. And it's a family reunion here at LA Marathon, so let's look for me. Oh, there I am. Okay, so I'm away from the store now. We're gonna walk through these booths, see what kind of freebies I can put into this bag. Here we go, the LA Marathon course map, or basically this is the tour of LA. Probably a lot faster to go by feet than by car. And I thought the elevation profile at CIM was nuts. Look at this one. It's actually supposed to be a net downhill, but yeah, there's a lot of uphills as you go along here, including at the finish. All right, free samples. Ooh, can I try try the lemon and ginger. And it actually matches my nail polish. That's pretty cool. Yes, I'll have the strawberry. All right, great. Thank you. Hi. Oh, I love the display. This is oddly satisfying. So that's it for the 2024 LA Marathon Expo. I'm gonna start heading out. I walked up and down these aisles and got as many freebies as I could. People are continuing to file into the expo while I'm trying to leave because I'm trying to get back onto the freeway. It's gonna take another hour to get back home. It had been a productive day with a strong shakeout run and a fun expo. I was getting good vibes about what race day was going to be like for me. Now, 2 more sleeps until LA Marathon. In honor of the LA Marathon being held on St. Patrick's Day, this is how I'm going to start my carb loading process. Just love the marshmallows. After all, they're magically delicious and full of carbs. Will you look at this? All this time I've been carb loading on these Trader Joe jelly beans, and it turns out it's made in Ireland. How fortuitous, since this is going to be a St. Patrick's Day LA Marathon. Some may say to look for a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but I was looking for redemption after my poor performance at Surf City Marathon a month ago. Here we go with the flat lay. Now, I actually don't own very many green running items. Most of my running clothes are either blue, gray, or black because I like the neutrals. So this shirt is the only color that I have that's closest to green, but it's looking teal here. I guess there's a little bit of green there. And then I'm gonna be carrying 6 gels with me along with some salt tabs, and I'm finally gonna debut the Vaporfly 3s. I didn't have a strict race plan, so I wasn't going to feel under the pressure to meet certain splits. This was going to alleviate a lot of stress off of me so I can enjoy this marathon. I woke up at 3:15 a.m. on race morning and got my drinks ready for my short drive to Century City, where the race ends. I've already prepaid my parking spot, so this shouldn't be too hard to get to the parking lot. It's 4:30 and we're here on Santa Monica Boulevard. We're about 0.3 miles away from what's going to be the finish line later this morning. Well, since I'm stuck here, might as well visualize the last 0.3 miles of this race. All right, Google Maps says I'm about 5 minutes away because of the traffic, but I'm hoping later this morning it won't take me 5 minutes to run this last 0.3 miles. Good morning. It is 5 a.m. on this St. Patrick's Day edition of the LA Marathon. And yes, it did take me about half an hour to go 0.3 miles to the parking lot from Santa Monica Boulevard. That's LA traffic for you. But the good thing is that I won't take half an hour to go the last 0.3 miles of the course. I think I could have crawled a lot faster going those last 0.3 miles. But anyways, we got to get going here because I got to catch the shuttle to Dodger Stadium. Okay, I guess I'm on parking level 3. I'm going to try to remember that. So that's why I'm recording this. So that way I can look at this later and try to remember with my post-marathon brain. And over there is the famous Century Plaza Hotel. So if you want a 5-star experience, that's where you stay here in Century City. And right across the street over there is the Westfield Mall. This year, it seemed like it was taking much longer to get to the shuttle pickup spot than in past years. This should count as a warm-up, because seriously, I think I have walked, or I will have walked about half a mile before getting onto the shuttle. It took about 20 minutes of walking and standing in line before getting on the shuttle. Seriously, I don't remember the process taking this long, and whatever extra time I had given myself to get to Dodger Stadium was getting chewed up. Well, that was quite a warm-up to get onto the bus. guess I might as well try to get my shoes on since I'm running a little behind here. On top of that, what normally is a 25-minute ride from Century City to Dodger Stadium took an hour. Yikes. I'm not sure why there was a delay this year, but it seemed like there was more traffic getting into Dodger Stadium since they allowed private autos to drop off runners. In past years, you could catch a shuttle at Union Station if you decided to come from the start line. It was 6:20 a.m. when we arrived, and I only had about 20 minutes to drop off my gear check bag, use the porta potties, and get into my seated corral. I was in a state of panic, and that's not a good mindset to start the race. Okay, so I just used the porta potty after standing in the world's longest line. Now, got to get to the start corral. I don't think I'll be able to get into the seated corral, which is a shame because I was corral C. I think they've already closed it, but gotta go. Then I thought, no, I made every effort to get to Century City early so I could get to Dodger Stadium with plenty of time to spare. I'm getting into Corral C no matter what. Oh my gosh. All right, I actually made it. I got in. All right, I made it into Corral C. This is the latest I've ever gotten into a corral. Thank goodness they're taking a while to announce the elites because that's what got me an extra few minutes to get into my corral. What a disorganized morning it had been, and I tried to calm my frazzled nerves. At least the good thing was that this was not going to be my Boston qualifier attempt or even some sort of fast finish time attempt. Instead, I had a loose goal of finishing under 4 hours, which I was confident I could do after my last few speed workouts. My coach and I decided after my disappointing experience at CIM in December and Surf City last month that I would run relax and, who knows, maybe surprise myself. This is my favorite race of the year and my 8th LA Marathon, so I know the course well. It's like having a home court advantage. Things were going well until 4.5 miles into the race. Okay, so I'm at around mile 4.5 and I actually have to stop for about 30 minutes now because there was a runner who seized and went down right next to me. So of course, being the ER doc that I am, I had to attend to him. I couldn't just run. And then of course had to stay behind and wait until he was transferred over to the paramedics because I just couldn't leave him there. So, you know, all my time goals are dashed now, but whatever. I mean, at least that runner is safe. He's safe with the EMTs. So I'm going to continue to run. We won't going to run for time today. We're just going to run for fun, for the fun of running. Here we go. Back onto the course. Yeah, my time's going to be wonky because then it took me about 25 minutes to realize I should have paused my watch. So I actually don't know how much time has elapsed, but oh well. You know, that's just how it goes. Probably not a good idea to get a chili cheese dog right now. But it is an LA Marathon tradition. No way. I'm going to run ahead of the hot dog guys. I don't want to be behind them. Look, we got Kobe running the LA Marathon. I recalled seeing the 5:45 pace group pass me as I gave a warm handoff of the fallen runner to EMS, so part of me was in a state of panic. I've never been this behind in a race before, and since there were no clocks on the course, I couldn't figure out my chip time. Maybe it was a bad idea to have hit pause on my watch deep into the resuscitation phase, but then again, I was trying to protect his neck. Maybe I should have let my watch keep running. My new goal was to finish under 5 hours since I needed some sort of time-based goal to keep me motivated. One by one, I was able to pass the 5:45, 5:30, 5:10, 5-hour group. I found my friend holding the 450 sign around mile 15, so I started to feel more relaxed after that. Yeah. Hey, aloha. I got to catch up with you. I'm so happy.
Give me some macarons!
All right, yeah, macarons. We run for the macarons.
Love you!
I love you too. The momentum that had been pushing me at the start was gone, and I had to play some mind games to keep myself moving. Welcome to Beverly Hills, my other favorite place to run through. It'll be a quick run because I don't have time to go shopping. Also, I bumped into other running friends along the course, and that kept my spirits up. Haha, we were commiserating about how messy this morning's parking and shuttle situations were. I guess we channeled our frustrations into fuel. The problem with being on the course longer than usual is that you're taking more of the sun intensity and having to run when the course is more crowded. It zaps the energy out of you to run around people, which I'm not used to doing from being in a seated corral. At this point on the clock, I would have been close to finishing, but instead I still had several more miles to go. I'm going to be approaching mile 20 soon. I'm on Santa Monica Boulevard. Just got to get to Veterans Avenue. I think that's where we turn. I don't remember actually. It's going to be a big deal to get to mile 20 here in about 0.2 miles, because then that means it's just a 10K back home. There we go, mile 20. We just passed the mile 20 marker, means 10K to go. This is my least favorite part of the course, the last 10K. I'm not sure why it's my least favorite course. Probably because with the new course we have to turn around and go back up Santa Monica Boulevard uphill. Yet, there was a bit of a downhill from miles 21 to miles 22 that I used to my advantage for an easy jog. All right, we did it. We turned around, so we're heading back to the finish line. Even though my energy was drained, my mental stamina got a second win. All right, 25 miles, 1.2 miles left to go. We can do this uphill. Hey, I recognize this spot. This is where we were at this morning trying to get into the parking lot. So, is it going to take me 30 minutes to get through? Oh, no way. Here we go. Getting up that last incline to the finish. We're getting there. I'm proud that I ran the last 5K without stopping, albeit it was at an easy pace. As I approached the finish line, even my nearsighted vision could make an outline of a 4 on the clock. Did I meet my new goal? If that clock was right back there, I actually finished under 5 hours, which is as good as it was gonna be today with having to stop for that medical emergency. This medal is for that guy at 4.5 miles. There you go, dude. We did it. Thank you. Oh, can I have the strawberry kiwi? Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, yes, I can go for a cold towel.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks.
We've been working too.
Cold towel is good for cleaning my hands. It's like going to a Japanese restaurant and they give you a wet towel. Yeah, it's just like that. Ooh, and now the heat sheet is coming in handy. It was hot and then cold, then hot and then cold again. Love it. Hockey sticks. And then this heat sheet became a bag for all these goodies. Follow me for more race day hacks. Okay, not quite the designer bag that you would get in Beverly Hills, but good enough. And they're holding a lot of snacks, and that's all that matters. All right, I gotta go find the post-race massage. They always have massage tents here, and it's a real treat after running that brutal, hilly course. Eventually, I found the massage tent, and it was well worth standing in line to get my legs worked on. Running without knowing what my chip time was after hitting pause on my watch was like running without a direction. At least the good thing was that I didn't have a strict time goal, so I had the freedom to adjust my paces as I saw fit. Of all the days to not have a detailed race plan, I think that having that flexibility is what turned this day into a positive experience. There will be other LA marathons for me to run for a better finish time. Sure, but at least going upstairs is a lot easier than going downstairs. Okay, so I actually made it to my car in one piece. It was actually easy to find my car for once. I'm not sure what my official time is still because the reception here is so bad. I can't access the tracking app or the results website. So hopefully I'll be able to get it once I get home. And from the looks of this traffic, probably could have ran another 26.2 miles and still get back home a lot faster. As it turns out, I finished 4:49:20, so definitely under 5 hours. As you can see, the first several miles started off smoothly, but then I spent the rest of the race catching up. The mile-by-mile breakdown showed that I had slower splits than last year, but they could have been a lot worse considering the extenuating circumstances. The lesson is to keep moving and you'll get to the finish line. All right, so I got a pocket of reception, so I was able to find my official time. So it was 4:49:20. So I subbed 5, which is great considering the situation. Now the question is, can I get home in the next 5 hours? Because I'm still stopped here in the parking lot. And to make matters worse, the garage gate broke on me. And now the employees are trying to figure this out. Oh boy, just not my day today. All right, so you want to see what's in my fake Gucci bag? Let's look at all the treats I collected. Here we go. Here is the big reveal. Ta-da! And it looks like I have snacks for days, even a drink, and look, even Scooby snacks. I have mostly sub 5 hour marathon times, usually closer to the 4 hour finish, but never have thought of them as being sub 5s. I usually think of them as missing a sub 4, like they were failures. 4:03 at CIM 2023 is technically a sub 5, but I had been viewing it as a failure to go under 4 hours. Meanwhile, 4:49:20 at LA Marathon is also sub 5, but I was way more proud of that time. It's all about perception. It was about having to try to carry out my strategy under distressing circumstances. I think most people would have given up on chasing a time, but I hung in there. As for the fallen runner, I reached out to his running club and found that he was evaluated at the local hospital and discharged the same day in good condition. He's hoping to do better in his next race. Good luck to him. Overall, my big goal for LA Marathon was to reclaim the joy I once had with running before I felt burnt out in the last few months. And you know what? I have, so I did accomplish a major goal after all. I'm ready to get back on my journey to a Boston qualifier later this year.